What's going on, champions? It's your coach MJ back at you with another episode of Sats and Success. It's time for us to learn and grow, so let's go. It's Monday. You know what that means. It's Motivational Monday. Time for us to get our week primed for success. Now, what I have for you on today to do just that is actually an email, which is over 25 years old. July 3rd, 2000, 7:11 a.m. I've kept this email because the very first time I ever read this email, it had a profound effect on me. One of the things that actually helped shape the way that I view life and situations and see things. Skimming through it just a moment ago stirred up some emotions within me. And I want to share it with you. I want to share it with you because this is going to bless you tremendously. And I want to make sure that you stick around to the very end because I want to make sure you get everything that you came for here on today. Okay? Now, as I read this email, I want you to let this sink in. And I want you to choose how you're going to start your day today or tomorrow if you're viewing this tomorrow. All right? Let's dive in. Michael is the kind of guy you love to hate. He is always in a good mood and always has something positive to say. When someone would ask him how he was doing, he would reply, "If I were any better, I'd be twins." He was a natural motivator. If an employee was having a bad day, Michael was there telling the employee how to look on the positive side of the situation. Seeing this style really made me curious. So one day I went up to Michael and asked him, "I don't get it. You can't possibly be this positive all the time. How do you do it?" Michael replied, "Each morning I wake up, I say to myself, Mike, you have two choices today. You can choose to be in a good mood or you can choose to be in a bad mood. I choose to be in a good mood. Each time something bad happens, I choose to be a victim or choose to learn from it. I choose to learn from it. Choose to learn from it. Every time someone comes to me complaining, I can choose to accept their complaining or I can point out the positive side of life. I choose the positive side of life." "Yeah, right. It isn't that easy," I protested. "Yes, it is," Michael said. You see, life is all about choices. When you carve away all the junk, every situation is a choice. You choose how you react to a situation. You choose how people will affect your mood. You choose to be in a good mood or a bad mood. The bottom line is it's your choice how you live life. Man, that is such a profound and powerful statement. At the end of the day, what he's saying is the choice is ours. Come what will, come what may, how we react to it is all our choice. Let me continue. I reflected on what Michael said. Soon thereafter, I left the tower industry to start my own business. We lost touch, but I often thought about him when I made a choice about life instead of reacting to it. Several years later, I heard Mike was involved in a serious accident, falling some 60 feet from a communications tower. After 18 hours of surgery and weeks of intensive care, Michael was released from the hospital with rods placed in his back. I saw Michael about 6 months after the accident. When I asked him how he was, you want to know what he replied? "If I were any better, I'd be twins. Want to see my scars?" That's what Michael replied. I declined to see his wounds, but did ask what was going on through his mind as the accident took place. First thing that went through my mind was the well-being of my soon-to-be born daughter. Michael replied. Then I lay on the ground and I remembered I had two choices. I could choose to live or I could choose to die. I chose to live. I chose to live. "Weren't you scared? Did you lose consciousness?" I asked. Michael continued. "The paramedics were great. They kept telling me I was going to be fine, but when they wheeled me into the ER and I saw the expressions on the faces of the doctors and nurses, it read, 'He's a dead man.' I knew I needed to take action. What did you do? I asked. Well, there was a big burly nurse shouting questions at me, said Michael. She asked if I was allergic to anything. Yes, I said. The doctors and nurses stopped working as they waited for my reply. I took a deep breath and yelled, gravity. Over their laughter, I told them I'm choosing to live. Operate on me as if I'm alive, not dead. Michael lived thanks to the skill of his doctors, but also because of the amazing attitude. I learned from him that every day we have a choice to live fully, and I learned from him that attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. My champions, listen, life is life. And there are going to be things that happen to us throughout this thing that we call life. There are going to be things that happen to our significant other, our friends, our pets that are totally and completely out of our control. Out of our control. Nothing we can do about it. Okay? The only thing that we have control over is how we respond, how we react to those situations and circumstances. We can't change the inevitable. I'm convinced life is 10% what happens to us. It's 90% how we respond, how we react, how we deal with the things that happen to us. It's just that simple. Life is beautiful, but life is hard at times. And we are going to be hit with circumstances and situations, again, that is totally out of our control. The thing that we must learn to do is make sure that we choose a positive approach to the things that happen to us when they happen to us. Because attitude is everything, and it's the only thing in this world that we can really control is our attitude. I hope that blessed you here on today. I hope you got something from that here on today. As always, we end with this on this channel. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. You've been given some knowledge here on today. The question I have for you is, how are you going to use today's knowledge to enrich your life? That's all I got for you on today. We'll see you on Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday. In the meantime, be blessed and make sure you remember attitude is everything. Peace.